we're going to see a lot of Reed and Nkamhoua post-ups. They're going to test that Maryland interior.
Michigan searching for answers of what this looks like on the offensive end. Jahmir Young got a little armbar out there. Better shooting team than they've shot it, but how much better is the question. There's a takeaway and a run out the poster. Dante Scott absolutely throttles the rim. I mean, Michigan scores 82 points a game, but to your point, the personnel, and now they're running trips to the left, and they end up getting 2 out of it. For Harris Smith, that was into double Terrapin coverage. Williams a shot fake. Scott the closeout, got the hand up there, and it spits out to Burnett. Nimari Burnett splashes down a 3 for Michigan.
He's going to have to be more aggressive as well. You can't get beat. You're going under to cut him off, and young Jahmir Young wants to get to the rim.
Not a good pass. And if they hurry 5-on-4, Williams, tough pass for Nkamhoua, and Olivier Nkamhoua. Great balletic footwork for a Michigan lead.
He thinks that he's coming along in terms of understanding what he is expected to do defensively. From an offensive standpoint, he has seen a great percentage, but he's seeing more go down. And finally, Olivier Nkamhoua, they are finding ways to be productive and stealing points at the free throw line.
Phil Martelli was talking about him at shoot-around today. And as that ball is pinballed around and taken away, and Maryland has a field goal for the first time since 1628. More than ever, your basketball knowledge is seeping through tonight. Harris Smith, high-low, and that's exactly how they drew it up. And a near takeaway again. The press really bothering Michigan. Terrace Reed with the stuff on the back end.
And Michigan's going to have to look up the floor, and that's what Jalen Llewellyn did.
Geronimo couldn't get a shot off. Harris Smith with 2, shucks Kayat and scores.
That was pretty good defense by Cheddar right there.
And the rebound for Cheddar and Michigan. Nimari Burnett with a blow by, got to the rim and ties the game.
Like the aggressiveness right there.
It looked a little like they used to, remember they talked about the old Meadowlands had like a draft for that one side for field goals. As that goes down, and you mentioned it, Will Cheddar has been a great marksman from 3 so far this year. Skip into the corner, Kaiser misses.
I think those are the types of closeouts you have to have if you're Michigan. Make these guys prove it.
Oh, a splash down for Terrence Williams.
He gets trapped for.
Here's Llewellyn on the drive. Got to the rim again, and Reese couldn't do anything after the guard got beat.
Test that knee out and know you're good. It can be a tough deal to play through.
You felt it. I mean, psychologically, as Reese drives here and stuffs it for 2 for Maryland to break that 12-0 run. What is it like psychologically when you're dealing with that knee thing?
This sounds so weird, but you need someone to test your knee. Like my first game back, I got smoked. And when I saw that nothing happened, it was like, all right, I'm good to go. And that was it for me. But everybody's different.
Wow, Michigan in transition has created gobs of points here. Fell off for the rebound, Harris Smith. Every Maryland basket has come in the paint. That one was well short to the underside of the goal. Young.
Just didn't look right.
Oh, it crawled
in right out of his hand, but that thing hit the front rim and just died in.
Makes it a 7-point game. Llewellyn found himself a 3.
You gotta remember, this is a guy that came out of Princeton that was a big-time scorer.
Get it on the rim and get a chance at a second chance. Llewellyn baked it in. That's fitting.
Holding on for dear life. You know, it's just like, what am I going to do?
And then 7 years later, when you were a senior, as Williams scores to make it a 12-point game for Michigan.
And I was the DJ White.
I just speak for the audience, Rob, that's all. Young whips it across the lane. That's a beautiful find for Reese.
That pass is zipped right by you.
And Maryland take advantage. Cheddar comes into the game. Reed is out into the post. Right there, Julian Reese.
You see Nkamhoua yelling at his teammates. He's saying, I'm fronting the post.
Turning the corner, down the lane. Harris Smith scores.
This looks like a different Maryland team. That pass was just a second behind. That's why Burnett had to bring it out.
Cheddar clanging into Scott, no call, and 2 for Cheddar.
I mean, if he's playing 40 a game, they're like, dude, it's hard. You got to empty the tank because you're not going on the road for the next game. I don't know. I've never seen this before. So.
Here's the stuff for Olivier Nkamhoua.
It is hard. Down 2 rotation players. You've got to lead on the road. Juwan Howard's got to be thrilled.
Dante Scott buries a 3, and he shot that like Kevin Willard told him, shoot it.
Well, he has to shoot it. You know, he's one of their best shooters, and you can't let the first half impact you here. Now that press paying dividends once again.
It's Julian Reese at the back end. It's a 3-point game. The question is, was Kaiser's foot in the front court and the back court at the same time? If so, he never established. And Nkamhoua knocks down a jumper. They're going to look at that during the break to see if it was a 3. Begin to describe what we see.
This is entertaining.
Extremely. Julian Reese on Cheddar. Kick out Scott. Another for Dante Scott. Llewellyn entry feed. Nkamhoua slick reverse.
They come off the ball screen. He pulls it in there.
Julian Reese.
Now they're matched up. They like to do that. Pretty good defense there by Nkamhoua.
Kaiser put it right back up, maybe ill-advised.
18 on the shot clock. Now, that's not the shot that Kevin Willard is looking for.
Nkamhoua to Reed, and Terrace Reed scored. Yeah, I don't know about his last shot, and they keep it going with Burnett.
They're just keeping it going for everybody.
Yeah, it's all-time airball chant. Nkamhoua, I mean, you talk about stability and kind of a rock for this team. Nkamhoua's been
there. And anytime he can get to his turnaround, that's what Michigan wants. Any type of post-up, get him to his bread and butter. He's money with that thing.
Scott, another, and the lead for the first time. Nkamhoua out of the double, Burnett. Reed on Reese, Terrace Reed, Michigan leads again. And suddenly, we have an entertaining finish on the horizon. Scott feed set, drills another.
You can't go under, though.
Maryland's got 4 straight threes now off that make from Kaiser.
That was an unthinkable thought in the first half.
They were 0 for 9, right?
Yes.
Scott, the inferno continues. Now Llewellyn against Young again. It's Terrence Williams going behind the back, carving the lane and scoring much needed.
Almost got the switch, and he had to be told by Damari Burnett to go back down there. Post up.
Over Young. There it is.
Not. And now he's giving him.
Flare it out for Young, and Maryland will run it out. A comeback for the Terps of 12 at halftime leads to a win, and Maryland 64-57.